Welcome to Questions from Mama, the podcast, where wounded and estranged family members can ask questions on their journey toward family truth and reconciliation. I'm your host, Christina Dixon. Today, I'll share 4 lessons I learned as a parent seeking reconciliation with my children. As I walk this journey toward family truth, 4 things that have become foundational to the personal work I've done are: lesson number 1, acknowledgment is essential. As a formerly neglectful parent, it was and is essential for me to model the importance of acknowledging my contributions. I needed to recognize and accept that I planted the seeds of my children's anger about our estrangement. Their desire to avoid me or protect themselves from me was the fruit of my failure to be a responsible mother. I needed to recognize that God wasn't punishing me. Quite simply, I was experiencing the consequences of not placing my children in their proper priority. Lesson number 2, estranged does not mean no love. Most estranged parents love their children, regardless of what they may have done to cause the estrangement. Even when relationships are strained or broken, most parents still love their children deeply, regardless of their past mistakes. Lesson number 3, anger is rooted in longing. Children's anger in estranged parent-child relationships is directly connected to the deep longing for you to initiate and reciprocate love. It can also be a response to the repeated disappointment they may experience with you, not rebellion or bitterness. Lesson number 4, children love their parents, period. Those who help raise children on behalf of absent parents must recognize and honor this reality. If you're listening to this podcast and you're raising someone else's children, please understand that biological bonds often remain strong, regardless of how much love and care you may be providing. Let's examine the following questions to ponder. Could your child's anger stem from not being prioritized? Can you show love in a safe and healthy way, even if you're still estranged? If you're wondering how to show love safely and healthily, here are some courageous steps you might take. I'll even offer some suggestions for you to consider. Number 1, respect their boundaries. Consider rereading or reflecting on any messages where they expressed their boundaries. For example, please don't contact me right now. You may want to think about journaling how you can honor their request without taking it personally. In my case, praying and asking God to show me ways to honor each child was key. While the answers did not always come when I wanted them, they often came in ways I would never have chosen or even thought of. Number 2, work on yourself consistently. Don't take this journey alone. Start or continue individual counseling, parenting classes, or support groups to actively address the patterns contributing to the estrangement. For me, I was led to books filled with wisdom as I cultivated a network of support that aligned with my values and my desire to honor God. The love I received from that network of others allowed me to share my genuine feelings while they held me accountable to the relationship goals I set. Number 3, pray or meditate for your child's well-being. Consider creating a daily or a weekly ritual like journaling or praying or meditating on peace, where you center your thoughts on their safety, their growth, and their healing. In my case, I learned that I needed to hold space in my heart for my children in a healthy, non-controlling way, while also maintaining my children's privacy as I shared my grief with my network of support. Number 4, avoid. Did you hear me when I said that? Avoid guilt-driven gestures. Before reaching out, pause and ask yourself, am I doing this for them? Or am I doing this to relieve my own sense of guilt? You can write the answer in a journal and wait 24 hours before you decide to take action. In my case, I eliminated phrases like, well, I did the best I could, or after all I've done for you, and you should have forgiven me by now. Instead, I focused on my children's needs and not my own regret. I deliberately practiced the golden rule and put myself in my children's shoes by asking myself, if I were them, how would I want my parent to respond to me after they have been neglectful for 5 years? Number 5, maintain a hopeful posture. Consider creating a personal hope box with items that remind you of your child, photos, quotes, gifts that you might want to give in the future, and revisit it occasionally to affirm your commitment to the healing process. I was encouraged and instructed to speak positively about my children, even when they were not talking to me. I refused to entertain thoughts of bitterness or blame. I chose to say words that reflected my hope for reconciliation, my love for my children, that were born out of my desire to honor God. Maybe you're not a biological parent. Maybe you're a grandparent, aunt, uncle, or foster parent who has taken on the responsibility of raising a child. There are courageous steps you can take too. Are you willing to honor a child's love for an absent parent, even if you're the one putting all the love and energy into raising them? Here are 3 suggestions. Allow the child to share their feelings of hurt and longing for their parent. Be willing to learn how to work with them to discover healthy ways to work through their hurt. Be willing to treat the child with honor and respect while also encouraging them to be the best they can be. Well, as I recap this week's episode, we explored 4 foundational lessons that shaped my journey as a parent seeking reconciliation. Lessons about acknowledgment, loving my children through estrangement, the deep bonds that children hold, and the true roots of their anger If something has resonated with you, sit with it, journal it, but keep taking the journey toward healing. Whether it's honoring your child's boundaries, doing your own inner work, or showing love without guilt, healing is possible and you are not alone. I invite you to consider what courageous action toward reconciliation you can take today. Even in the face of silence and distance, every small step matters. As you embrace one truth, one question, and take one courageous step at a time, just keep showing up. Keep learning and growing, and keep believing that restoration is possible. Keep giving the kind of love that honors the journey, honors God, and keeps asking the hard questions. What are your questions? Let's pursue the answers to our questions together. Email questions at questionsformama.com. Till next time, this is Christina Dixon taking the courageous journey toward family truth and authentic, joy-filled reconciliation to restore unity to my family and yours.